What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. Today's gonna be a quick one, man. Just dispelling coyote myths. I am sick and tired, man, of seeing all these new and young TikTok guys make these dumbass videos on coyotes, and I'm getting tired of hearing the same old shit, honestly, because it's just stupid. Like, they hear it from somebody, they regurgitate it, and TikTok is so, you know, you can easily influence somebody, the novice, on TikTok because they believe anything on the internet. So number one coyote myth that I hear is you need to do anything to a coyote, you want to rev it to 7,000-8,000 RPM, you need oil pump gears. That is just not the case, man. You don't need oil pump gears. You don't need oil pump gears. You don't need oil pump gears to boost your Mustang, your F-150. You know, you just don't need them, man. Like, just think about it. Roush vehicles come from the factory. Do they come with oil pump gears? No. Do they come with the warranty? Yes. Root style supercharger. It's really putting a lot of force on the crank. Really, what's gonna break your oil pump gears is banging off the rev limiter, hitting the rev limiter, or using a two-step. That's gonna break your oil pump gears. So you guys might be wondering, like, okay, well, if you're saying I don't need oil pump gears, why'd you put oil pump gears in your car? My car's a manual car. I'm gonna have slicks on it. I'm gonna have an MSD two-step on it. I'm literally gonna be banging off of the two-step on purpose to get a good launch at the track. And my timing cover was already off, guys. Like, the motor was out, the timing cover was off. I had to swap it to a Mustang timing cover. If you guys are new, I have a Gen 2 F-150 motor in my 96 Mustang. It was already off. It'd be ignorant of me to not change them while I was there, especially because I plan on, you know, using a two-step aggressively. So yeah, man, that's the thing on the whole freaking oil pump gear situation. I think it's stupid. You don't need them, man. I had a Gen 2 F-150 on nitrous, revving to 7,600 RPM all day long, beating the shit out of it. Never skipped a beat, bro. Next one, how to get 1,000 horsepower out of your Gen 2, Gen 3 Coyote. Now, usually Gen 1 is pretty much rated to 650, 700 wheel horsepower. How to get 1,000 wheel horsepower out of Gen 2, Gen 3 Coyote. You can do it, just how long? You know what I mean? You probably do it for a couple of runs. I would not leave your car on kill at 1,000 wheel horsepower. You're gonna blow it up. So the whole, yeah, it can make 1,000. It can make 1,000, but for how long? Don't do it. Another one. This one really pisses me off. These new Gen 4 Coyotes, Gen 4, with the whole Whipple situation, people are like, they're not tunable, they're not tunable. I guarantee you they're tunable with the Whipple. That's true, man. Whipple does tune them. Whipple does custom tune them. You know, Ford is giving them some type of access, and Whipple is custom tuning these cars. The thing that pisses me off is these guys are running 800, 900 wheel horsepower on E30. The E30 myth is insane, guys. Like, it's stupid as hell. Would you run, okay, let's move out of Gen 1 and Gen 2, right? Because that doesn't have direct injection. These retards out there think that since you have direct injection, you don't need octane for boost. Dumb as hell, man. On a Gen 3 Coyote, you need a fuel system for anything over 700 wheel horsepower. Plain and simple. Because octane is not there for the boost. It's a 12-to-1 compression motor, man. Just think about it. You need more octane for more compression. It's very simple. My motor is a 10-to-5-to-1 because it's an F-150 motor. I could probably get away with a little bit more boost on pump gas, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not retarded. I'm literally going to throw all the octane at it as soon as I boost it. The E30 thing is just playing with fire. It's because Whipple, you know, I guess, you know, since they're custom tuning, they're trying to keep it on the down low, and they don't want people putting fuel systems and injectors. Making 900 wheel horsepower on Predator 55s is stupid. No matter if you have direct injectors or not, it's stupid as hell. Like, you're playing with fire, bro. You're gonna blow it up. And everyone's like, oh, I have so many miles on this build. It's a brand new motor, bro. Like, that's the only reason why it's surviving. I will not be touching any Gen 4 Mustang, no matter how cheap it is later on, especially if it has a Whipple. That thing has been beat to an inch of its life. Not to mention, these guys are making 800 or 900 wheel horsepower. And you know everybody's getting the 10R80, which is junk. That's the next thing. That's the next big myth, is that everyone says a 10R80 is badass. No, it's not. I've driven 10R80 work trucks. I've driven F-250 10 speeds. I've driven 10R80 Mustangs. Stock. They shift like shit, bro. And they don't hold power like the 6R80 does. It's not a badass transmission, bro. It's just not. Like, if you're buying a Mustang and you like, the 10R80 is the best transmission ever, it's not. Like, stop spreading rumors, bro. It's not the best transmission ever. Another one that kind of goes hand in hand with the whole oil pump gear situation. You can't rev Gen 2 or Gen 3 F-150 motors past 7,000 RPM. I don't know where this one came from, but a lot of people are just spitting this out of their mouth saying that you can't do it. You can very well much so do it. My Gen 2 F-150 motor had stock cams, 18 manifold, and it actually picked up mile an hour and picked up some power in the quarter mile, 60 to 100, you know, all that stuff. It definitely made more power on the stock cams. So my Gen 2 F-150 motor in my Mustang, it's stock long block. It's trapping 119 in the quarter mile, revving to 7,500 RPM, stock cams. So you can definitely rev, especially Gen 2 and Gen 3 F-150 motors past 7,000. I've took it to 8,000 a couple times. But Gen 1, you can rev them, but they might not make the best power past 7,000 RPM just because, you know, the cams aren't as good as Gen 2 and Gen 3. Gen 2 and Gen 3 F-150 motors are pretty damn close to, Gen 3 is pretty damn close because they're both 12 to 1. The cams are great, the heads are great, you know, direct injection, all that stuff. Gen 2, the only difference is, well, I mean, the cams are different. They're just pretty close. They're pretty similar. But they have the difference in compression ratio. So, yeah, Gen 2 is a great motor, man. Like, F-150 or Mustang. You guys are going to see when we boost it. Another one. Regardless of direct injection or not. Like I said, this could get sticky for the F-150 motors because they're lower in compression. Like I said, you might be able to get away with more boost on pump gas. Your limit, even my tuner has said it, your limit, 10 PSI, 650, 700 wheel pump gas. 93. E85 is not pump gas. I literally just made a video about this and people are, it's a pump gas, you get it from the pump. It's not pump gas, bro. Like, it's not pump gas. 93. 93, your limit is 650, 700. Even if you have direct injection, bro. Don't play this E30 game. Don't believe this shit you hear on the internet. But yeah, man, going back to what I was saying on my Gen 2 F-150 motor in my Mustang, I'm getting ready to boost it. So we're actually going to see how much more boost it takes to make around, you know, like Mustang horsepower. And we'll see, like, you know, the difference in boost to see if it, you know, makes more heat or not. I mean, it is going to make more heat, right? Because we're going to be making more boost. But, you know, we'll see the downfalls and how much power it makes on what PSI number on a 2.3 liter supercharger. So if you guys are interested in that, man, make sure you guys subscribe down below. Make sure you guys subscribe for any more, you know, Coyote content. If you guys have any other questions, drop them down below. Today's video is just expelling some Coyote myths, man, that I'm just sick and tired of hearing, sick and tired of seeing. You know, I work hand in hand with the tuner and we work on a bunch of different Coyote cars. And, you know, I've worked on, my brother has had 2 Gen 2 Coyotes. I've had a Gen 2 F-150. Now I have a Gen 2 Coyote motor. Close friend of mine has a Gen 3 Mustang. So and we tuned a Gen 1 Mustang pretty good. So yeah, that's just one of those things, man. Like, whatever I said, take it with a grain of salt. Believe whatever you want to believe. But this is what seems to be true. So see you guys on the next video, man. It's your boy ReyesBuilt. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.